Many Clarksville High School students and staff have expressed concerns about the equity of athletic facilities in both everyday physical education classes and after-school CCHS affiliated sports. Physical Education Department Chair Casey Carvel has experienced these issues firsthand in the PE department.
We had the remodel down here in 2015, 2016 it ended. And when the remodel ended, that's when I noticed there wasn't a good space for our females that are in the PE classes that are housed in the Crawford gym / weight room area. I think it was initially in the plan, and then plans changed so many times during the remodel.
CCHS varsity soccer player and senior Hannah Barnett has been involved in weightlifting classes throughout her time at CCHS and has experienced the lack in facilities firsthand.
So we have to request a key from the coach in weight training to unlock the coach's locker room, which is a singular toilet and a lounge room. So even if the girls want to change, we have to wait in a line to use the coach's locker room, as the boys just use the football locker room, which has like 30 stalls and it's like the size of this whole weight room.
According to Athletic Director Dr. John Ward, there's been a persistent issue with the need for more locker rooms at CCHS.
The situation now is that for PE, and again, we brought this to the district's attention in 2018 and 2019 and subsequent years, that more locker rooms were needed.
Burnett feels that the current process for changing out for a weightlifting class is inefficient.
I mean, one time I had to wait in a line of like 5 people, and then when I changed and came back into the weight room, they had already started class, and so I missed stretching, which could lead to like me pulling something.
Working with the Clarke County School District and CCHS administration, Ward says that they have been able to find a new way to utilize space in the Crawford gym in order to solve the issue.
Working with Coach Carvel, Coach Aiken, and I, we think we have a solution to come up with a better facility for the young ladies to change in that take weight training and PE. There is a room in the hallway that's going down the hallway to the weight room that was originally the training room, the athletic training room. We've since moved the athletic training facility to the Crawford gym with one of the rooms that's adjacent to the gallery.
According to CCSD Title IX coordinator Meredith Paget, finding a space in the training room is a necessity regardless of a legal violation.
Is there a Title IX violation with these restrooms? There's not. However, I mean, it makes good common sense that it would be much easier for there to be side-by-side spaces when we could possibly have them for supervision of students and safety. But it's a pretty good size space, and it'll be comparable. They need to put a barrier in front of the door so that, no one's exposed when someone opens the door. They need to have some lockers, some benches. There's already a restroom, toilet area there, so plumbing is available, and there'll be a nice changing area.
CCHS head varsity softball coach Will Lance has been working to gain an equitable changing room to that of the CCHS baseball team.
So in baseball, we fit anywhere from 20 to 25 players in there. They can all put their equipment in their locker room. They can change and still have space. We have team meetings in there. We use it when it's really cold or there's some weather elements out there, so we'll use it to get away from that. And in softball, you can probably fit maybe 8 girls in there with the bags, but you can't move around.
While the weightlifting classes' locker rooms do not fall under Title IX, according to Ward, the softball spaces do.
But softball, definitely, there is it's not an equitable situation between softball and baseball with the changing area for their players. And that it is my understanding that the school district is going to move forward with building an area, building an addition to the storage area that's already there, because that's basically what was done for the baseball program.
According to Paget, a walkthrough with district officials and CCHS administration showed a clear difference between the baseball and softball areas, and although the baseball updates were funded by their booster club, an equitable change in the softball space is still necessary.
When they did this with the booster club funds, what I saw when I went this fall is that the one for the softball field was still being used for like storage of like turf maintenance equipment, basically. And I said, we can't do that. Regardless of why or how, this got fixed for baseball. We now need to make softball comparable.
According to Lance, the work him and his team have put in to gain a new changing area will be rewarded in the upcoming season.
Based on just conversations that I've had, and I will clarify them to this week, is that it will be built and ready to go by next season. And just me personally, it was it's a huge relief. Something that I've been focused on for 2 years.
Looking past the efforts to solve this issue, CCHS head varsity volleyball coach Stacy Scott believes that the discussion of equity itself is important.
Equity is just across the board an issue in both classrooms and athletic settings.
Barnett feels that there is a disconnect between the support surrounding male and female sports.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like as a female, I'm less important than the boys and their athletic performance. I feel like the girls don't really matter as much.
In her PE classes, Carvel has seen students express many emotions due to the current utilization of locker room space.
I mean, frustration, which I get. My own daughter was in weight training last semester, and it's just frustrating. And, you know, I'm like, here's the 2. Y'all can come to this locker room. You can walk over to it. And most of them are like, I don't want to walk all the way over there. Like, I want to hurry up, go to the bathroom so I can get ready for class.
On February 10th, Barnett spoke to the CCSD Board of Education to address inequities between the facilities given to male and female athletes. With this acknowledgement and plans in the works, Lance feels that it brings empowerment to female athletes.
I think this shows them that, like, hey, like, you voiced a concern, we heard you, and now we're doing something about it. So I think that gives empowerment too, to, like, if you want something bad enough and you deserve it and you know it's the right thing, that people are going to have your backs.
Scott feels positive about the future of equity in CCHS athletics moving forward.
I'm hoping that with this conversation, and I'm hopeful for the voices that are continuing to be heard, that this is a greater consideration and that this is a priority moving forward. That's my hope.